Thanks for staying with us on the news at 7. We begin this hour in Plateau State, where days after a series of attacks on communities by armed bandits, governors of north-central states have donated 100 million naira to the victims of the Yuletide killings in the state. Governors of Benue, Niger and Nasarawa states visited Governor Caleb Mutfwang on a condolence visit to the government and people of the state. About 200 persons were killed in a Christmas Eve attack on Mangu, Bokkos and Barkin Ladi, local governments of the state.
What has happened is unfortunate, but we came in also to encourage him to be strong and dig into the real causes of these problems so that we will find a way to resolve these problems on the plateau once and for all. We are all people of the plateau and we cannot allow Plateau to continue to be in this kind of distress. In fact, very soon we are going to have a conference of the North Central, and one of the issues that will be discussed is security.
Earlier, Governor Mutfwang declared a week of mourning over the recent attacks in the state. Governor Mutfwang, who addressed residents in his statewide broadcast, says flags will fly at half-mast during the time. He appealed for intense prayers during this period to seek the intervention of God in defending the territories against attackers.
As a mark of honor for the memory of the deceased, I wish to declare a week of mourning from January 1st to January 8th, 2024. During this period of mourning, flags will fly at half-mast. I urge all citizens to use these days for intense prayers to seek the intervention of the Almighty God in defending our territories and against wicked men that have risen against us. I wish to plead with our Muslim clerics to dedicate Friday, January 5, 2024, and our Christian clergy to use Sunday, January 7, 2024, as special prayer days for lasting peace to return to the plateau. Monday, January 8, 2024, will be observed as our official state day of mourning.
Joshua is standing by for more on that visit. Funom, this is one of several high-profile visits to Plateau State since that attack on Christmas Eve. What more can you tell us about this particular visit and then the donation that was made?
Thank you very much. One important aspect of this particular visit is the encouragement received by the state governor from his counterpart from the North Central. You know, they actually came to sympathize with the government and people of Plateau State, but then they encouraged him to stand strong, you know, to seek to know the root cause of this reoccurring challenge of insecurity in across communities, some selected communities in Plateau State. Of course, you know, the challenge of insecurity started way back in 2001 here on the Plateau, the ethno-religious crisis, and then, you know, it escalated to where we are at this point of time. And then the effort from several administrations that passed to put an end to this, you know, did not yield any positive result until this time around. Now, we've seen these people coming together to stand with him, and they assured him that they are going to stand with him and give him every support to make sure that they tackle this once and for all.
And we understand that the governor has now declared a week of mourning and flags to be flown at half-mast. Talk to us about the level of compliance to that directive.
Yes, we went around the city metropolis from morning to even this evening of at this moment, like several government places. You know, we've seen the flags being flagged at a half. You know, so there is a level of, serious level of compliance across. You know, people actually are mourning at this point of time. Even the city metropolis, you've seen, you know, less, you know, activities. You know, shops today were locked across most of the market. We move around, so there's a serious, you know, compliance in respect to that.
And the people were already mourning anyway, even before that declaration by the governor. I also just wanted to get a quick update from you. When the IGP visited, he talked about setting up a special intervention squad. Do we know if that has now been set up?
Yes, so far, with the details I have, I think a while ago, the spokesperson, police spokesperson here confirmed to me that over 400, police troops across different formations and commands, in the country, are here in Plateau. And almost as soon they arrive here, they are being deployed to the various communities affected by this situation. So that's on the part of the police. And then we are seeing the special task force, the Operation Safe Haven, also, a serious deployment of troops as well to those communities. So we're hoping and believing that with this response, they will sustain it to see to the end of this challenge of insecurity around those communities.
And Nigerians are hoping along with you. Thank you so much for that update, our correspondent in Plateau State, Funam Joshua. We're staying in Plateau, where internally